Hello, ladies and gents. This is Madhav, Internet Marketing Guru. Today, I'd like to talk about e-commerce websites and a little bit about what's similar or different from a non-e-commerce website and what the additional challenges and complications are for running an e-commerce site. So, you're very familiar with the traditional site. Usually, it has contact information where someone will call in and make a purchase, or they'll call in and schedule an appointment. That's it. It's a plumber, you want a technician to come out, or they'll call in and make an appointment to go take their car to their dealership service technician, or whatever the case may be. Now, in contrast to e-commerce site, means that those are not, usually none of those things take place. Someone goes in, is able to search product information, product functionality, features, pricing, and so on and so forth, decides to add various items into their shopping cart. Think eBay a la Amazon, and now goes ahead and clicks checkout and has to go in and put in all this information. Okay, so naturally there are a lot more technical developments that need to happen in building that site, and what needs to be done on the back end to create a shopping cart, to create a checkout process, and to create a receipt for that checkout process. And the receipt, by the way, should always provide them with a notification that says thank you for your business, and then you can decide if you want to send them other promotional offers along with that. It's not too aggressive spam, right? Now, here's what I want to make. E-commerce sites. Not only is the site development obviously more work and more costly and going to take longer, and involve some additional programming and involve more testing and so on and so forth, but you're having the challenge now on how you should correctly internet market your e-commerce site. How do you promote it to the best of your abilities online so the site becomes visible with Google? But what you want to transact on the site. So it's not just information about your business alone. You want to have analytics that clearly show the funnel of how someone arrived at your site. Where do they go next? Which page did they go to next? Which sections did they go to? Which options did they look at? What did they decide to purchase and add into their shopping cart? And sometimes people stop there. It's very common. So they don't actually go buy now, okay, or proceed with sale, or whatever the button may say, and go in and put the credit card information. One of the biggest challenges e-commerce sites have, and a big frustration sometimes, is that we can get data that follows that funnel. We did all the marketing, we're sending traffic, the qualified leads. This is a product or service that searching audience is already interested in. You follow that funnel. Might not be the home page. It might be in fact, it should not be the home page as much as possible. It should be a product specific page to what they searched. If they searched catheter products, medical catheters, they should be led to a page that discusses medical catheters and catheterization, so they can purchase those products right there on the page. They should not be led to the page that says jayshealthcare.com, and then they have to go search for options, urology, okay, catheters, no, okay. So the flow is wrong there, right? We have to understand consumer behavior patterns if you want to sell to consumers effectively and with a high ROI. So you want them to find, you want to optimize through SEO and other means, product specific pages for all the different categories, so you can see how much already this is much more work than just having jaysmedicalsupplies.com. And I just want to promote that. You're going to have landing pages. They're going to be product specific. They're going to be coupons and discounts for that particular time period on those products. You're going to start promoting those pages. You're going to make those pages visible. Customers who are in a market to purchase that particular product, if optimized correctly, will see it appear in their search engine results. They will, following which, click on it, link through, go to your site and browse around the information. I can assure you they've done this with a couple of your other competitors. And so now they're comparing and contrasting, and they've got multiple windows open, right, in their browser. They're comparing and contrasting whatever the site may be. This on Amazon, this is Hugo Boss watch on Amazon versus this is Hugo Boss watch on eBay. Okay, what are the differences? What's the cost? What are the gross gross final costs, including the shipping? What are the predicted shipping time? So they're getting all this information. So let's say they go through all of that and decide they're going to land on your page and they're going to click add to cart. Would you believe that 50% of the people that say add to cart never come back to your site to make a purchase? But don't forget, we've spent marketing dollars to drive them to that point. So knowing this data is crucial, because we're talking about calculating with position customer acquisition costs, and what percentage of revenue generated is that customer acquisition cost. Okay, we need to know this. Now, would you further believe that a lot of people that say add the shopping cart and then go view shopping cart and then say purchase? Now, 25% of people who even get to that point never actually proceed with the purchase. The credit card declined. They changed their mind at the last minute. An impulse buy, it was an impulse buy. Something kicked in and said, "Nah, okay, we'll change our mind. Let's wait till tomorrow." You know what? If I wait till tomorrow, I can just go to the store and buy it. I mean, who knows how many hundreds or thousands of things cross the consumer's mind. The point of it is that there's something preventing them. It's not necessarily your site's fault in this case. It's just the way people are and how we think, that they would go. Go to their shopping cart, go to the checkout process, and actually not check out. So they never actually put in their credit card. It might even be as simple as they put in their credit card, they put a digit in wrong and said, information is incorrect, please correct the information. They got lazy or frustrated and decided to just forget about it for now. Some will come back and complete the purchase. A lot won't come back and complete the purchase. And that's just a statistical fact known in my business. So what I want you to be aware of are a couple of things to summarize. There are added complexities in managing an e-commerce business. Just because you don't have a storefront and that overhead doesn't make it any easier to be a successful entrepreneur in that space. Secondly, your website is crucial, okay? You need product information, you need a good shopping cart and tested shopping cart and checkout process with a thank you page after they've completed the purchase, and of course the emailed receipt and so on and so forth. And what was the other thing? And yes, so you need a very solid checkout process, and you need to be aware of the fact that you may actually have to incur a higher marketing expense than a non-e-commerce business in order to do successful as an e-commerce business. So the point of me saying that is because most entrepreneurs have misled themselves. They feel that, well, an e-commerce business means they don't have a storefront. I have an inventory sitting in my garage. It's like a mail order business essentially. So whatever I spend on marketing has to have a huge margin and return on it. It's just not always the case. Point of it is you have to have a market plan that's appropriate and strategic for your business, as anyone should, that factors in that yours is of e-commerce nature, okay, and still works towards spending marketing dollars and developing the highest return on that investment, okay? So that's what I have to say today about e-commerce sites and succeeding in meeting revenue goals as an e-commerce business. I'm Jay Madhav. Thank you for listening.